With some hot glue, cardstock, and a little imagination, you can use built-in designs from your ScanNCut DX to create custom flowers, layers and petals, and all kinds of beautiful goodness. The how-to is very easy. There are built-in designs right there in the basic shapes that can work for petals. Now, I have counted at least a dozen, but really your imagination is the limit, because depending on how you fold the inner petals, how you layer it, you can get very complex with this project, or like me, keep it very, very simple. You're going to want to select your petal, and then in the edit screen, you can resize. You can add additional petals. So I'm going to be able to make 6 of each of 4 or 5 different sizes of petals to work with, so that I have options, but also so that I have enough to make a full layered flower. Now, I am going to unify, which is what you see me doing here, select all and unify, because I realized I have enough space here that I can actually do 2 flowers worth on one 12 by 12 mat. And here are some of my paper choices. You're going to go ahead and select cut and go ahead and let the machine cut these out. And then you can repeat just the select, cut, and start with as many additional papers as you would like. There is no limit here. Also, you can purchase from Brother a 12 by 20 format if you want to do bigger petals, or if you want to do even more. Once you are finished cutting, you are just going to be scraping off all those beautiful petals off of your mat. If you want to do more shapes, again, as you can see, we have a lot of shapes, a lot of options for beautiful, beautiful flowers. I'm just selecting a different size. I'm going to repeat those steps. Once I have all of my petals designed and cut, it's the really fun part. It's assembly. So I'm using my stylus as kind of to help me adjust the petal and fold the petal. It depends on what you would like. You could just crease it in half. You could kind of more roll it, as I am here. There's not a wrong answer. Then you're going to get out that hot glue, warm it up, and on the base, you have different options. Some people like to start an outer layer and work their petals in so that all the petals are touching the center. Personally, I like a lot of depth, so I'm actually going to do this with each layer of petals exactly the same, and then layer all of those petals onto each other. You could also directly layer, as I'm kind of demonstrating here. You could directly layer and glue. There's not a wrong answer, friends. That's the fun part about this. However you would like to layer your petals, you go ahead, you use generous amounts of hot glue. Just be careful, because it is indeed hot. Layer them how you would like, and then you could use a temporary adhesive to put these on a wall for a party decor or a photo backdrop. You can add a dowel and create a timeless centerpiece or gift, perhaps for someone who is sick or who could just use some permanent cheering up with a bouquet of flowers. You can even add petals to the stem. I'm using a wooden dowel here, and the petals are just the same as the flower, only now we're having them in green and we're making some leaves. This is such a fun project, and there are so many options, and you have so much available to you right there in the ScanNCut. I hope I've inspired you to bloom with your crafting, have some fun, and create. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss future videos.